the Normies, here to discuss Season 3, Episode 2 of The Legend of Vox Machina, Prisoners of Ank'Harel, who is present.
It's a bar!
The sorcerer.
It's the rogue druid, Spidey.
This is Druid Nevi.
This is Suraj.
The Dragonborn.
I love it. I love how we just have titles now.
You know me, man.
This was God, Ripley. She's such a problem, but at least she doesn't have the real vestige. That's all that matters.
You know what sucks,
Vesticle,
man?
I mean vesticles.
Vesticles.
Really kind of badass with that cape. I want that cape.
Right, bro.
Right?
That cape is
Capes,
great.
man. Capes are in.
Capes
bro.
are back.
Capes are in now. What
Capes,
happened?
Yeah.
capes have been in.
I'm buying a
I don't
cloak.
know.
Yeah,
Right?
we're just watching a lot of stuff that has capes in
Yeah.
it,
Trying to
and
be
we're absolutely
cloaked
in
up.
it.
Diljit wore a cape to Met Gala.
He did, and they sadly didn't know who he was.
Who?
They didn't.
Stop it.
I didn't hear his name.
Diljit Dosanjh.
Oh.
He's a Punjabi singer.
Yeah, well, I still wouldn't know who the fuck he
You
is.
would
What do you
know.
mean, stop it, Rana?
I thought you saw them post about it and you're just making fun. They both posted.
It doesn't
It's okay.
matter.
Anyway,
Coming back to it, yeah, Ripley is a problematic. Just somebody saying they're like, I'm gonna do it with whether with you or without you, and like, don't you want to see where this goes? Like, God damn it! It's like it always seems too enticing, and I'm so glad that Percy's like, yep, no, I'm gonna incinerate you.
I
and
love
we're gonna find
that.
this.
That she's that Ripley's that kind of villain though. Like it's legit. She's in your face, standing next to you, has you freeze. Like you can't do shit to me. I just want you to know that I have no fear of you. I'm doing this without
and
you.
she has Orthax now.
I also like that we have a villain or adversary that's not just like a pure evil entity in the show. We already have,
The dragon.
what's his name?
Tordak?
Thordak? Yeah, Thordak. And Raishan is kind of mixed in too. But Ripley, you can kind of understand the motivation. She just wants to make money.
Yeah.
She's just here to cut deals, and
Right.
she's slimy in a way that is a known evil. You know what I mean?
She's like, listen, if we can get guns out to everybody,
She's done.
I can
bro.
make $1 bajillion.
Yeah.
The
It was
devil
like,
you know.
oh, that's evil, but you know a lot about humanity. If you are by my side,
Right?
like,
If
this
you
still
help
gonna
me,
be
maybe I'll
evil.
do it.
And also,
I mean-
her even like manipulating Orthax was like, yo, so if I can get these guns put out, we can have a whole bunch of people dying for you to collect some souls. Like that's we're in here, bro. We just need Percy. Come on, let's do it. Let's work together.
Yeah,
And
we're
she was still arguing to keep Percy alive even at the very end. So
She's trying to make the whole part of their little world a worse place.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
weird.
Yep.
Don from Don's guns.
Yep.
Matt,
She's a
like,
mad scientist, literally.
so
I mean,
using vestiges to soup up guns essentially and send them out to the world.
Which like genius.
Yeah.
But like evil.
Yeah, evil but super smart.
Yeah, it makes sense. Percy taking a fall at the end, that was that made sense. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah,
It
I mean,
made
plus the
sense.
proof too. Like, if I'm the king, I'm like, I mean, you're the only person I've ever met with a gun, and these people were killed with a gun, and you're here today. So I don't really need a lot of evidence. It
Yeah.
kind of feels like you're definitely the guy.
Jamon reminded me of Navi will only know this, Darshan.
Oh, he does remind me of Darshan.
Yeah.
So
It's a TikTok, it's okay.
it's Instagram influencer.
I was thinking Hot Jafar, but that's what I'm.
Yeah, Jafar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Hot Jafar also.
Yeah.
That is classified as a hot
So
I feel like Jamon was like just jumping into conclusions each time, like, oh, you did it? Fine. Death. Oh no, you're gonna be like
Jamad had all
think he had
the right
evidence.
evidence to think that it was
No,
Percy.
he didn't. He just immediately. What evidence?
Percy has
Percy
a gun.
admitted it.
Yeah,
and he
and-
had the gun.
Yeah, but they didn't need a ballistics check or anything like that.
They didn't. All right, they don't have ballistic checks. They've never seen guns before, and they're like,
There's only
"Yo,
one.
you showed up with the thing that did the killings, and you were seen there.
and
You
there's
did
not
it."
that many guns. Like
Right,
there's
like
one
that.
maybe gun, and that's like
Okay,
there was
maybe
a
you guys
person
have
shot
a
by
point,
gun,
but-
and you were there. You were.
We
seen
saw you.
at
Yeah, we
the
saw you at the
crime
scene of the
He
crime,
also-
and you have the weapon.
I don't think that
he
it's
admitted it.
He admitted it.
Yeah,
Like
maybe you guys have a point, everything. But I'm just saying, like, 3 decisions were made back to back to back. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll go with
I
this
mean,
one.
you can talk about how the law of punishment was kind of cruel. I mean, okay, now you're gonna work for me forever. even though
Forever.
I knew it was a fake, and I put it there. And I'm not telling you.
But
you're
also,
working for me.
you were found at the place that killed her friend.
Yeah,
and you
that's true.
stole
That's
from
the
you
part.
I
stole
think-
from me. You killed my best friend.
Yeah.
And you're the only one that has one. Well,
Yeah.
it's not the only one because she said you have a black powder like.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, they know
So,
what black
like,
powder
they,
is.
yeah, they've seen them, but
Yeah.
he had one.
And also, like, Jamon did make those decisions quick, but it was also every time he got new information.
I think
It was
Jamal's
like-
day.
So with those
Every time they got new information, they were like,
she
"Oh,
was
cool!
fine.
I'm going to
Yeah.
change what I'm doing."
Also, like
Jamon made what any rational leader would do. It's just the punishment is different here, which is I don't know, reminds me of like Dubai or something where they chop off your hand if you're caught stealing.
I'm pretty
it's
sure
just
they
like
don't do
a
that.
little bit more like you're gonna work for me either against your will or completely taking over. I don't know. There's death row inmates that are her Kingsguard.
yeah,
they're kings. I
but
don't know.
like, would you rather be like Kingsguard or then like the guard or just have this person suffer through in a prison that's no use for the empire who they actually stole it through the empire?
I like that.
I'm not saying I don't think
idea.
we can do that. Like we can't make. I'm pretty sure those people forget who they are because why would
Yeah, the
you?
big old rock dummies now.
Hopefully.
Yeah, because like if
Yeah,
you don't,
I can't know for sure.
But if you're a criminal, would I be trusting you as my guard? Like if
If you're a criminal, you might punish them. I'm saying you're gonna be present against your will the whole time.
You're gonna be a slave.
you are
They're
criminal.
slaves.
But
So you're a
Slave.
criminal. So you like that episode of Black Mirror where we watched old girl get hunted down? Like should
Which one?
I'm just
Oh my
saying
God.
we don't know if they're
White bear.
if they're against if they're presently conscious and doing things against their will.
They are, in all words for it, they're slaves. They done a crime, and now they're gonna be her personal slaves, their personal slaves forever. I don't know.
Or
Looking at their
dead.
chest,
It's
look
one-
like
I
they're
bet they're
dead.
One
just
of them
bound to
adapt.
her. They're like bound to them.
But they're helping society.
I'm looking it up.
Well, look at
Right.
what
Looking what up?
It.
This is a hopeless.
No, we.
Jamon's gender.
Oh, I think she's a female. This
That
said
was a dude.
highness.
What if they are gender
Highness
neutral?
Oh, they're non-binary.
Gender neutral pronouns. They're human form. Jamon is described as androgynous, appearing neither male nor female, sometimes referred to as a boy or girl.
You know what Jamon is?
Say whatever you
You
want.
fucking hot.
Yo, still cosplaying. All right.
Yeah. So are we not gonna talk about the Jamon had pet dragon?
So
Yeah, that was
cute.
kinda
Yeah.
cool.
And they
And
themselves
dragon eyes.
are dragon?
They look
No, hold on, hold on. Why do we think Jamon's a dragon?
Because
Eyes.
What if
The
they're just a
eyes,
race
they
that
only
we've
have the
never
dragon
seen, or
sense.
they're under a part of magic we've never seen?
Maybe, but yeah, what about the pet dragon?
They did have a pet dragon though.
Yeah, a little baby dragon.
Because
Right.
Vex felt something and it must have been like pet dragon. Let's just assume that.
I mean,
So
we
there
met
was-
the guards and kids and a lot of people in the area, and they're the only ones with the eyes like that.
But I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
you could have
Well, I mean,
some
he's
kind
a
of
royalty.
magic under you. It could be a number of different things. We've
But
seen
didn't we
dragons.
see-
We've
what's
seen
the-
dragons be people and not have eyes like that.
Yeah.
But we've only seen dragons with eyes like this.
Yeah.
Wait, we've seen dragons be people and only have eyes like that.
No, when they first started talking to
like Yenin didn't have eyes
Yenin,
like
she
that,
looked
and
like
then
normal Yenin.
When she was in
transformed.
disguise.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
like,
he doesn't need to be
But
in
like
disguise.
they're not in disguise.
But these eyes are different. They're not like cat-like eyes that they're showing, but
They were when
also
he came out first.
so these just dragon eyes?
maybe they are a cat.
maybe they are different because like it could be the royalty and they just have different race because we do have different race there, but I'm assuming
Vex-
it's like pet dragon is the one that caused Vex
Yeah.
that
Or maybe it's a red herring and they are a dragon.
I still think he's a dragon.
I think he's a
dragon.
yeah, those are not dragon
And that's like-
eyes.
that's
Like,
the
they
baby.
are circular.
Okay.
Dragon eyes are cat-like.
Those are like
Gotcha.
snake-like eyes.
Yeah.
Well, no, snakes
cat-
got the
snakes
slits,
have cat
too.
eyes.
Snakes are just dragons without wings.
I did
Yeah,
get
but
some
they also-
Orochimaru vibes from them. Not gonna
Right.
lie,
Sure.
so a little bit of Orochi there. Come on.
This guy
Um,
got a nickname.
also,
for
they
Orochimaru.
said like 2 vestiges are missing from the archive. 2 of them?
Yeah.
Did they say two?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
it's like 2 vestiges are missing.
The shield.
We need all the. Why don't we know the total number of vestiges?
We do. They
Like-
said it. The Sphinx told us.
Yeah,
No,
that's
but
why
we're
Sphinx
still
only
finding
told
more,
us
though.
like 4 of them, but we keep
Yeah.
finding more.
We
They
should
told us
have
of the 4 that it thought we needed, and then we're finding out
There's a 5th one.
in the 6th one. And
Yeah, there's like 6 now.
Is the cloak the second vestige that's missing from their?
that's what I was wondering.
Oh, could
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
I thought it was just the terminology of the town, but they even introduced them as Emprix and not Emperor or
Ooh,
Empress.
Imprex. Nice. Get fucked. Nobody knows.
Yeah, even Vex called them Highness. So it's like, oh, like,
Voiced by Mara Juno.
But don't you call your Highness anybody who can be
Yeah,
your Highness?
there's just
Yeah, no,
higher
no,
above you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Highness is like neutral, I believe.
It literally means you higher than me.
They didn't mention it at all. It's got a cool little baby dragon. Looks like what's her name? Looks like Rhaenyra's.
We don't even talk about the fact that they rolled in with a baby dragon. I'm like, hold on. Hey, okay, I guess
I don't.
that's that
I don't.
point right now, huh?
Yeah, I guess the baby dragon's enough for Vex to be like. Ooh.
I mean,
But you think the
no,
baby
that
dragon's
shit-
gonna do that kind of damage?
That's what I'm saying.
To her head?
Yeah,
Nah,
that's why I think this is a drag. She's a
I
drag.
think the dragon is the child of Jamon is what I keep thinking in my head.
Jamon.
Jamon,
Well,
baby.
We'll find out. I'm sure they'll tell us if they're a dragon or not. But it just feels like I don't know.
All right,
A lot of
talk
people
about
pretend to be dragons.
Scanlan.
Dude, I'm like, come
Scanlan
on,
was
at
kinda
least
getting
don't
on my
blow
nerves.
it with your daughter face down and the Team America throw up in here. Like, you've seen the scene in Team America. That's
Yeah.
I thought if you're gonna, I get it. Like, he was caught between two things, and then none of the things worked out correctly. But if you made the decision, like, all right, I'm riding this daughter thing out, at least have given that its proper shot. He wasn't
Yeah,
ready.
it's
I guess.
He could've.
disappointing.
He had the time. He spent it getting drunk.
He
Yeah.
was too nervous.
Getting
He had plenty of time
way
to talk
drunk
to
too.
her.
Did you see how big that cup was when he walked out of the bar? It was huge.
It was humongous.
I feel like I understand that he wanted to seek out his daughter and they were in town. Maybe they wouldn't have had a chance once they complete their mission, but they came together as a team. I feel like their mission still stays, right? Like, because he was needed a couple times and he wasn't around. He had the broom from Vexalia that would have helped and he wasn't there. And
Scanlan was on a very important side mission.
Yeah,
You have no idea how well this could have
Like,
worked out for
he's
the
not a
team.
thief. He's
if
not
he
really
didn't,
gonna do
I mean, no, he could have really.
But
helped
you
out,
were
though.
the
He literally
team.
had all the powers.
There's a
to
lot
help
of
out.
foreigners
And
in
then
that town. Does it make
He
sense?
could have had this. He could have just presented the sword immediately.
Yeah, he literally
Yeah.
would have solved the problem.
Here's the.
Wait, maybe he should just get a sword to somebody else. But I don't think he did anything
No,
wrong because like,
it's
he's
his
not
sword.
really
no,
contributing.
sword is fine. It's just a matter of like you left the team
I mean,
to
Navi
go
is right.
on the side mission that you could have still done it after the mission was done.
That
but,
part,
like-
I don't. I mean, I feel like the timing, like they don't know how long the mission would have taken or what could have happened. And I think for Scanlan,
keep
he
getting
sees
died.
it as an opportunity, and he's like, I need to jump on this like right now because I don't know what's going to happen. In hindsight, yeah, he could have went on the mission and then did this other thing and probably have done both of them better. But maybe Scanlan's trying to learn how to do it the right way. Because
Yeah.
you did fuck up, boy.
I'm not upset with his initial decision to do this. Like,
Me
yeah,
neither.
they thought he was at the pub, but he wanted to connect with the daughter. They're about to go fight a bunch of dragons. He could die. This opportunity could never present itself again. So he has to. If he's worth any of his stuff, if he wants to repair that relationship, he has to try.
Yeah.
It's just the failure of
He
the
just
follow
failed.
through.
So,
Yeah, go on.
what do you guys think about Keyleth and her thinking that like people aren't listening to her when I feel like everyone's like, we
relatable as fuck,
just
bro.
disagree with you right now because the thing we're trying to do, we kind of have to go this way. She keeps being like, I told y'all we shouldn't have come here. We shouldn't have done this. And it's like, it's not going wrong because the dragons betrayed us.
Yeah, like
It's going wrong because
Yeah.
Ripley should have been shot in the face fucking 30 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
like
think
she's
she
like
has a
vindicating
point. I
herself.
think she has a point. Like if she's feeling something, she should say it, obviously, and like that's her thought process, and she experienced it too. That so, with her not being heard, it's like the saying that all the stuff that she went through, all her village people that died, all that, like it just like meant nothing.
I love you. I love that you agree, but I was literally gonna say it's kind of a Rana thing.
Yeah.
She did, where she's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, this is like
That's relatable.
I told you guys," but it's like, no.
But I feel like they are listening to her. They're
Yeah.
actively being like, we hear what you say, but
Yeah.
we're not
That's-
going that way because if we do it on our own, we're going to lose the fight
You guys
against
hear
the
that right now?
dragons.
Do you see what's happening?
No, I think so with Keyleth, I am kind of putting in different words. Like, she has said her piece. Like, she has said what she feels a few times. But I think let's talk about it logically. What other options do we have?
Only got two options.
We have the options to steal this vestige, right? And that's the option we made it as a group. Continue talking about it. It makes it seem like then we should have done nothing. That we can't. We talking about it as a group that we're gonna go find this. You keep talking about it. It's not that I'm not hearing you, but it doesn't serve in this purpose. And we have talked about it. And I do hear you, but we have talked about like this is the group does decision. So it runs like I think there's a difference here. Like
It runs
it's
as
just
much
she
about
has
Keyleth.
said her feelings. We do hear it, but so what? Let's not do anything.
So Keela, she was upset that they got caught, but it was what Chris was saying. Instead of, I
It's
don't know,
not with the dragon,
It wasn't.
it's like,
It didn't,
yeah.
One didn't have to do with the other. Like,
Yeah.
It wasn't correlated to it. It's like if you were happily jet skiing and then someone's jet ski messed up and then you were like, "See, I told you."
I told you so. I told it was like has nothing to do with that. It was like nobody ever listens to me. It was like that's not the point.
That
That
was
has
happening
nothing to
here.
do with the other.
It turns out the jet skis were a scam and there was no way you could have known that.
Yeah, like I can say everything. It was like, I told you so. Like, that's not how it works.
Jet ski story finds its way to every discussion.
Every discussion.
We have to go
jet
back
ski.
and do jet skis again, and this
have to go
time
back.
God, that was
not
the worst
get scammed.
experience of my life. I left after 10 minutes of being on the water after you. I was like, it's so cold. Why was it so cold in Miami?
It was.
Yeah.
windy day.
I don't know. I
love
feel
a good jet
like
ski.
it will be, I think we are all cautious. I'm hoping the group is also cautious that Raishan may turn other way because she's selfish. She is. But
She's a dragon.
shellfish.
She's a dragon. not a shellfish.
selfish.
Me and
call her a
Serge
shellfish.
tripping over ourselves to rush to this joke. Low hanging fruit ass joke. We were just trying to get there, Nubby.
Get the fuck
Now
outta
that
there.
she's not a crab, she's a goddamn dragon, Nubby.
Because she has her own goals in mind, so she can turn against them any minute. So I'm hoping that team is cautious about it. But I will be really annoyed if Keelan comes like, I told you so. I was like, well, we don't have any other choices. We cannot
Right.
fight dragons the way we are. Like, I understand, but like, let's be cautious, and that's something that I hope the team is listening to. It like,
Yeah.
I feel like if a dragon comes to us and sits us down to talk, knowing what we've seen dragons do is no talking until they like decimate somewhere.
it's
Then,
something.
yeah, I'm gonna listen to at least like if you're giving me weakness information, like there's some tea, y'all. They going wild up there at the Dragon Castle, like they're not even together on this shit.
They
all
gave us a
this
goal,
thing said,
like-
I still think it's good for her to be sus because you never know.
Oh, yeah,
like
you should always be
one person
sus.
in the group should
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
reserve
dragon's
that.
not our friend. We're just dealing with this dragon now. Ideally, this dragon dies in the big fight that we have, so that we don't have to kill it afterwards. Because
and it's already poison.
But-
It's already gonna die with this
Yeah.
poison or whatever. So
You should plan to kill it afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna
We're
finish
gonna
that
get that
fight,
shit.
and then when we're doing the talk dialogue, and the very bottom one says attack, I'm like, okay. Now that I'm going through all of your dialogue options, I think we both know what's going to happen here.
I guess we'll see you. Are we good? Are we
Yeah.
gonna see them in the hells of Despeth?
Wait, what else
Yeah,
happened?
the city of
We're going to the hells of
City of
Despeth.
City of
The
this.
city of
Just the
This.
Orthodox
More like the
City
city
of
of
Dis.
Dis
city of
nuts.
this.
I really hope people are just down there roasting each other.
City of this. All right,
right.
guys. We are gonna jump into the next episode, and you can keep watching this reaction on our main channel, the Normies, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.